I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your cattle market summary for the week ending November the 25th, brought to you in part by the International Brangus Breeders Association. Brangus Genetics offer breeders consistent profitability with high quality carcass attributes, adaptability, longevity, and more. Build with Brangus to build your bottom line. For more information or to find a breeder near you, visit gobrangus.com. What a gift the cattle market saw here right before Thanksgiving on Wednesday afternoon when the fat cattle market kicked in and really gave the industry more than what they had hoped for, as the gains were a lot bigger, and the only reason that it didn't all trade at the high point is people weren't asking enough for their cattle again. That's the second week in a row we've seen that, but big gains in the cash negotiated fat cattle market there. So you look at the board, live cattle futures on February contract. Monday was up 72, Tuesday was up 60 cents, Wednesday up 62. Of course, the board closed before the fat cattle trade on Wednesday afternoon. Thursday was a holiday, of course, with Thanksgiving. Friday up $1.40 to end the week with February live cattle at $112.12, which was up $3.27 for the week. Your December spot futures there were at $110.75. Look at feeder cattle for January. Monday was down 80, Tuesday was down 12, mostly due to some grain stuff, but just didn't have any real support there. But Wednesday was up 85 cents, Thursday a holiday, and then Friday responding to all the positive fundamentals, up 232. To end the week with January at 127.22, up 225 for the week. And we're really getting now where we're in a fundamental market, which is always bodes strong for our cattle market there, because the board is responding to what's happening real time, what's happening in your negotiated fat cattle sales, what's happening in the auctions, what's happening out in the country, rather than a technical market where your cash negotiated sales and your auction sales on your feeder cattle react to the board, which is always a weak market, a weak sign. But in a good, strong, fundamental market right now, and you look at that fat cattle trade that happened on Wednesday, didn't have hardly any trade at all before that, maybe a few little cleanup deals on the Monday there, but 99,000 head of negotiated sales for the week so far, not counting anything that might have happened on Friday that wasn't reported yet. But the Southern Plains, $1.10 to $1.12, and you see that spread because the market jumped out there so fast. They started picking up cattle at $1.10, and before guys could to raise their asking prices there, they'd got some cattle at $1.10, $1.11, then finally $1.12, and all your late sales were at the top of the market. That's $2 to $3 higher. Colorado was mostly all 112 to 113. Northern Plains 110 to 113.50. Same reason there for the price spread. $2 to $3.50 higher on a live basis there. Dress sales from 170 all the way up to 175, which was steady to $5 higher. And you're going to see the big full amount of the gains on your weighted average, which will also be a strong signal early this coming week. With your weighted average is going to be real close to $1.11 on all your 5 area sales on a live basis, and 173 dressed. So everything's looking up that way. Box beef cutout values were higher again this past week. Even though everybody was worried about eating turkey, it's not unusual for your box beef cutout values to turn around on a turkey week there, because we're talking about shipments in the next few weeks coming up, and we're getting into the holiday season. People are going to be out and about. They're going to be shopping. They're going to be in restaurants more often. Going to be having Christmas parties and things like that, and they want to serve something good for their people that are coming to come, their guests, and so they want to have something good, and that's going to be beef. And so we saw your choice carcasses, your average sales for the week, 186.30. That's up 332 compared to the previous week's average sales. Select still bogging behind a little bit, but it was up 220 at 169.83. Don't usually talk about slaughter on a holiday week, but if you look at the holiday week slaughter this past week was 551,000, 93,000 more than the same holiday week a year ago. And that just shows these packers are still making a lot of money. Even though fat cattle are higher, they want to harvest as many cattle as they can to keep that money pouring in. But your actual dressed steer weight that come in late in the week there last week, and that's on a 2-week delay, it was one thing is not fundamentally positive there. It was 918 pounds, back up 5 pounds from the previous week's reporting. So that wasn't a great thing there. But look at your cash feeder cattle sales for the week. Last week, cash feeders $2 to $7 higher, and we mostly only had Monday, Tuesday sales. Hardly any Wednesday sales to speak of, and not very many Thursday sales or Friday, either one, but did have a few places like Green City, Missouri, Burwell, Nebraska that had some special feeder cattle auctions right around Thanksgiving. They do that a lot around the holidays, even in the summertime. But calves were sharply higher, especially in the southern plains. They're still trying to get cattle to stock these rank wheat pastures out there, and as much as $17 higher quoted in Oklahoma City on your lightweight stockers there. But for the most part, all your calves selling $5 to $15 higher. You look at a quote on Cattle Market Central there on Friday at noon in Winter, South Dakota. It quoted 100 head of 592-pound steers at $149.50. We were talking just a couple of weeks ago that $150 was still tops on a flat 500-pound steer. There's some pushing 600 pounds, almost at $1.50, and most all your northern plains top quality one iron ranch calves are going to be in the 150s in that 500-pound range coming up this week. But go to Cattle Market Central and just log on there, cattlemarketcentral.com. It's very easy. You can get a login. It doesn't cost anything. You can get on there and do a lot of comparisons. There's well over 100 sale barns across the country that are quoted on there, and you can go in there and pull out what you want, special reports, anything, and you can watch that real-time index as it really runs ahead of your CME cash feeder cattle index and gives you a good idea what it's going to do as it's put together the same way. Also go on to dvauction.com, getting already ramped up for our spring production sales, and we've got several sales through the end of this this year here, and all across the country, including several out of Canada. So you guys up north are interested in some Canadian genetics, get on to dvauction.com. From a home office here in Canyon, Texas, we'll talk to you on Wednesday.